So Thursday night and nearly another week down, and the plan tomorrow is, although it's the last week in November and it is 15 degrees today, believe it or not, up north, which is good for the job I'm going to do tomorrow, which is grass seeding. Yes, you heard that right, I'm going to put some grass seed on a job. And what it is, a company we work for, they're a construction company. They build properties and houses and extensions and things to schools and stuff. And the plan is, they've asked me if I can go to a school which they've just completed the job on, and there's a little bit of grass cutting to do where they've had scaffolding up and things, and following that they've laid some topsoil to the edge of a car park that they've resurfaced, and they've asked if I can go tomorrow and seed this area. Now, first thing I said to them was it's got very little chance to take, but what he said is that the school have requested that it's finished, and if it doesn't take, they're quite happy that we'll go back in sort of March, April next year, just scratch over the surface and put some more grass seed on. So that's where we are with that. I'll get some footage of that job tomorrow. It's should be just an in-out job. I base a lot of work, I do visit sites, but on this one he sent me some good photos and I can pretty much got a plan of what I need to do and what equipment I need. So probably 3 or 4 hours work at the most tomorrow. So that's the plan for that. So I shall get you some footage of that job. And apart from that, it's just quite hectic at the moment, a bit more than I thought it would be. Trying to finish jobs off, although the weather's good. I've been packing the jobs in. As you've noticed, I've been working a lot more on my own. I did slim down the amount of staff I had. That might even go further the way it's going, because I am really enjoying sort of working on my own, and I know you do need some people. But with subcontractors in place for next year, I've got a second subcontractor on board now who has worked for me in the past. He's done bits of turfing and things for me, and he's happy to drop on and do, well, he's done bits of turfing and planting and other things, so he's quite happy to drop on and help out as and when needed. Thank you, Andrew. And he always asks for mention on the station, this guy. He's a bit disappointed because I've done that many YouTube videos and I've never mentioned him. So just for you, Andrew Shaw, happy days. There you go, there's your mention. And no doubt he'll be playing this over and over again to all his friends and everything now that he's got a mention on the channel. So happy days. So yes, he's quite happy to come in and do bits and pieces for us. He's a bit slower than me, but isn't everybody? And with having them in place, like I said, just gives me the option. I'm going to look for a third subcontractor, because if I go on hold with things next year, then I've got things in place for that. So, and it's actually a lot cheaper than you actually believe. The way wages are rising and going up now, I've paid people in the past as workers, and you cover the pension, you cover PPE and everything, and I've even paid casual labour, and I've paid over the top for casual labour, because casual labour turn up and they still break your stuff and everything, and they still cost you money, and you still have to diesel their vans up and everything and send them out with a van, which is all costing money on the top of the wage. Where with subcontractors, they bring their own gear usually. They have their own diesel and their own van and everything, so you've got very little in the form of costs that way. So they actually, a lot of the time, they do work out cheaper. So that's I've said it for a while now, but that's the way things are going forward. So when we get to the job tomorrow, we shall get a bit of footage of it. I'll show you the task in hand and get some footage while we're there. So here we are on site, and a bit of grass to cut with our grillo. Just there, just go over it a couple of times on different levels just to knock it down. It's not going to be nothing flash, it's just to get it down. And then this soil area here, it's just a matter of, it's not far away, it's nice fresh topsoil, as you can see. so just a matter of knocking it about. It's pretty firm, so probably walk it in once, break it over, walk it in again, pick a few branches up, and once it's walked in it'll be seeded. But we will be back because it's not ideal to be seeding this time of year. I'm travelling light today, just the van, but we're absolutely chock-a-block with kit. Everything from a cultivator should we need to go around trees and stuff, strimmer, big grillo machine, and just miscellaneous hand tools, seed spreader, bag of seed. So we've got everything we should need in the van. Even down to combi kits and blowers and things in the cab. So let's get started. So it's the first pass on the grass. I will give it another run over once I litter pick it again. I did litter pick it at the start, but it wants another do. It wants another going over, so we'll get that done. So that's the seed on now, just to rake in. If you notice, I went over it twice. I've put it on at 50 grams a square metre. It's 400 square meters and we've used about 20 key, just basically just to give it a better chance with it being nearly December. So that's the area. It's not a football pitch or anything, it's just an area that surrounds the school, so it's good enough for what it is, and we'll just rake it in now. Finished job, grass cut twice, trimmed round, area levelled, bits of stone picked off, seed put on, raked over, finished, job done.